Well, hello, good evening, and every other time in between, and welcome to this morning. We are going to hop right into it and continue with House Castillius. How are we all doing today? So we're here with our single little old count. We have ourselves 3 sons. Luckily we are advancing up in crown authority, so that won't be much of an issue for too much longer. And our biggest thing happens to be that we have 2 different mining settlements under our direct control, and we could start basically flooding money into them, and we're going to finish off our men-at-arms as well. So I'm thinking the first thing that we're going to do is probably finish up our capital. Blacksmiths would probably be better for here. So we'll have that building going and working right now. Let's see. Now something that happened right whenever I went and saved, like the moment I hit the off button and realized that, oh hey, I forgot to hit the pause button and saved, the Emperor had died of natural causes, and being that he had control of all the territory that was de facto for the Western Roman Empire, the decision was triggered to split the imperial court, and the papacy had been absorbed into it. So now we have the Western Imperial Court and the Eastern Imperial Court. So we're going to see what happens with the West. Is it going to survive? It's mostly Catholic. It might turn to Eastern Orthodox. Don't know how that's going to go. I'll also take a look at our stuff right now. Like, we have everything. Be nice if it, like, turned to proper, like, Roman culture again. Try to think of what would be a nice area to grab a hold of. Economy. We don't want to like look all the way over here, like over here. We need something close. I do like the new graphics for the Persian areas. And since this is also how, like, it uses a lot of the same stuff for the steppe, these are like the same walls that we'll see, like, develop out here, which is interesting. Looks like Al-Andalus has successfully recaptured all the territory of the Iberian struggle area, thrown out the interlopers. I think we're going to look at trying to claim our liege's throne. It's definitely what we want to do now that we've got a whole bunch of gold coming in. Plus, having this large city would be very nice to have. All of this nice stuff. Staying calm is always useful. Don't want to stress ourselves out. Thinking a barracks here would be much nicer. But we're going to go ahead and give ourselves some more men-at-arms. We're getting close to when we can increase our crown authority again. That way we can get out of high partition. When we become a duke, we'll hold all this little territory that we currently have, plus the other two areas of the duchy. Basically until we eventually move over here to claim the empire itself, as this is one of the things we'll eventually do, is try to become emperor. How you doing, Queen? Long time no see. Have that going on. Definitely increase our archery. Let's try to finish off our catapults, actually. Oh, I'm doing okay. Just trying to get back into streaming and keeping all that up. And we got ourselves another perk point. Let's see. More monthly income per stress, so since this guy just keeps stressing himself out, and we finally got ourselves a daughter. Let's see, she doesn't have any traits, so diplomacy it goes. And she will be educated by our wife. We definitely want to have a decent ally. Somebody that we can call up. Eat a glorious toast. Hey, we may be rich, but we're apparently not high class enough for them. Is there another count that we can... look to? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, and our wife has cancer. Lovely. Well, it may sound harsh, but she's already given us 4 children. Basically everything that's needed, and we have our first chance to go to the Imperial capital with a grand tournament that's going on. Now we are going to want mercenary guards and some mountain experts. And we're just going to have a straight course back and forth. The grand tournament would be definitely decent for us right now. We can get some money, some prestige. Get some nice random events. And we can pay a visit to Constantinople. Alrighty. So we've usually hosted, we haven't actually, in any of the playthroughs, go to a tournament yet. So I'm thinking we want to go to the Artisan's Quarter first. Oh, horseshoe. We only want the best. And it's horse riding, so... definitely going to participate in it. We definitely want a nice reward. Only the finest of prizes. Even though we like to think gladiators were like the big thing when it came to the Romans, throughout the entirety of Roman history, it was always the horse races. We're here for triumph. We're just gonna passively collect money. I could gain prestige or I could gain money. I think money. Right now we're in a good position to actually win right now. At least into the qualifications. Yeah, we'll go with perhaps you. We definitely want to decrease the chance of the Emperor winning. There we go. We had success. It's like I can either lose stress or gain stress. And we lost stress, so positive outcome. And we're just going to increase our chances for victory. Alrighty, Queen. See you later. What has the best chance of success? Looks like this. Ah. Oh, we won. I got a prized brooch. Spouse opinion. It's not too bad. And now we come back with our new prized brooch. Just throw that bad boy on. We have the Bulgars becoming a problem again. Definitely gonna maximize our home fortifications. Righty. Now we have our siege equipment to the max. And we're getting ourselves a nice, decent-sized army for our position. If the Bulgars do come into our territory, even though we're outnumbered, we're definitely going to try and throw them out. Chase would be good for them. Yeah, we're not going to worry about a grand tournament. Could grab either one of these. At any cost is pretty decent. We've almost got this one finished. Now we automatically started out with this perk. So I'm thinking of building construction. Though we might flip into no, we're gonna actually take claim the throne title. Scheme, I mean. Getting close to being able to build another barracks. Now they're going to keep converting our territory, so I could either come up here and grab this area, or I could grab this area. I'll go ahead and do this, because this will technically give us the duchy title for here. That way, whenever we take the throne up here, we'll be able to automatically have another duchy title. And we can go ahead and increase our crown authority. We don't want him to be wrathful, but brave is decent. Now we just need some more prestige. And we can we'll hold a feast. That ought to do it. Who do we want to have? We'll have our vassal. Just because we want to have, you know, better, better friendships with them. And our spy master will try to befriend them. And since our culture group has access to primogeniture, we definitely want to go ahead and pick up what we can. Looks like Upper Francia has gobbled up a good section of territory. Now the decision to basically rebirth the Western Roman Empire automatically destroys the Holy Roman Empire, so now this whole area is all divided up. Well, that's interesting. But we can now adopt primogeniture. So now all the titles, all of that we possess is going to our eldest. And since we have male preference, it's always going to go to the first boy in the family. So our eldest, and then it will go just straight down in the line of succession. So we have averted a crisis. We're going to take the opportunity to increase our men-at-arms. It's got an infected injury. I need a court position. Better learning. Now this works. We have the same development as Constantinople in our little home. Very nice. And it looks like my wife's family has completely died. outside of, you know, the children we've had. So do we have... Good center shot? Yeah, we do. That should help the control. Now, they're not a fanatical iconoclast, so the iconoclasm might be over. Though, if we get the Empress Irene into power somehow, that would definitely help our position for Orthodox. Now we can claim the throne, and... thinking military focus. We'll just concentrate on strategists for the rest. Sort of military strength do they have? What about you? Your alliance isn't much of a problem. Just need a bit more prestige and then we can declare war. Valentinian keeping humble. And our son's about to come of age. And he just did. A decent steward. He's better than our current steward, so we're going to go ahead and assign him. And we have a accolade. So it just makes our knights a little more famous. And we're going to go out on a hunt. Just here in our capital. Don't really need to go too crazy on it. We just want a little bit of prestige. Looks like the Franks are trying to invade into the Western Empire. So that's interesting. So instead of trying to kill each other, it looks like Charlemagne and Carloman are actually cooperating. Definitely just going to increase. Just more and more prestige, all we want. Give us a chance to launch ourselves at them. So take a sign of the army itself, and as soon as we're done getting our troops up, we will march on their capital. We should be done with our walls soon. Hopefully when their forces come together, they'll actually try to take us on. Now, the siege button is just a placeholder, just for anybody who keeps wondering about it. But it won't be too long. And we'll be able to have siege battles in Crusader Wars. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Looks like we're making pretty quick progress. Alright, we got that one. Now let's go and hit their armies together. Our spy master, definitely need a new one. Get our friend back on the console. Now we will fight this battle. Ready for Crusader Wars. We only outnumber them slightly. We'll get right into Attila. Our two armies are decent sized. They have a bit more archers. And they're gonna have a bigger contingent of cavalry, since we just don't have a lot of knights.
At your service.
Because it's just our one knight and his little complement.
By your command.
So we'll have to rely on our general. We're technically the defender in this. So we'll place our Limitani like this. Our professional men-at-arms right here, the swordsman. Place our archers back here. Have our axemen right there. Place our general over here.
Stay in formation.
Personally, I very rarely use the deployables. In regular Attila, so unless it's like in a siege battle, in an open field battle, you won't see me do it very often. Now we're starting to get to the point where our army's actually starting to look quite nice. I think this is also one of the longest times that we've spent as just a count. A very rich count, but we have definitely spent a lot of time as a count. Definitely enjoying the basically how we have the updated Roman units. As we'll see whenever we're going through the eras. But the biggest impact is definitely here in the very first one. Now if you're just playing vanilla and just using Crusader Wars, you'll only really see these particular troops for a very short amount of time, like your first 30 years, and then you'll hop almost immediately into 919. And the 919 mod, that is definitely when the Empire is going to have the biggest advantage over the others. Definitely going to go ahead and order them to move into this valley right here.
We have sighted the enemy.
Well, hello. Not what I thought was going to happen. Thought for sure they were going to come. That's interesting.
Libertarii! Form testudo and defend!
Go ahead and get our front line ready to receive them.
Close ranks! Raise shields! Eyes front!
Even in the 700s, Roman discipline is still very much a thing.
Ready for orders!
And we'll have our X-Men kind of act as a reactionary force, kind of move them around as
Ready
needed.
for orders! Six Domine! The enemy are ambushing us! Armored Secretariat! Orders! Orders understood!
Go ahead and have them start skirmishing.
What are they doing now? Shooting them.
Yeah, they definitely have a much bigger Stigmata complement.
We await your command. Ready and waiting.
And we're just gonna put these guys into
Testudo!
defensive testudo just to keep the random arrow damage down.
Armored Secretariat! Loose!
Punish them for that.
Missiles ready and waiting! Halt!
And back to fire at will.
Enjoy yourselves! Armored Secretariat!
Is it flashy? Not really, but a huge portion of the fight was always going to be a skirmishing battle. And the longer that the AI obliges with it, the more it's going to benefit us.
Prepare to fire! Understood!
We're going to start using heavy shot. Help with these armored units.
The enemy have rallied their units!
We're going to go ahead and move them forward.
Awaiting targets! At speed! Ready! Orders! Quick march! Quick march!
There we go.
Melee infantry ready! Ready and waiting! Charge! Everybody!
I'm going to give them a chance to shoot into the back of us, but it'll be fine. We've already lowered their morale a good bit. Yeah, they're breaking.
Charge!
Go ahead and just grand old charge time.
We have gained the upper hand! For glory! Everybody! Ready for orders! Our general is under attack!
Break their force. This comes down to a fight between our general and their general. We'll have our Limitani come in. Also, I like how Crusader Wars turns our units blue. Just makes this a lot more accurate. Because we know, basically clear up to this time period, basically up until the, oh, what's it called? The Macedonian reforms and the resurgence, blue and white was a very predominant imperial color. Now we're just gonna sweep up the rest of these archers.
The general has been killed! Excellent! Ready for orders.
There we go.
A glorious victory will soon be yours!
Now I'm not sure if the glitch is still in effect. I keep forgetting to ask Arcane. So we're gonna make sure we run them all off. Just because I don't want to lose all my levies.
Quickly now!
And we're just gonna speed this part up. My personal favorite battle track from Medieval 2. Two little guys are like, yeah, they won't notice us in the woods. Oh no, they noticed us in the woods. And using the Medieval 2 battle system is so good. Just makes the battles feel so much better. For anybody who's watching and playing Crusader Wars or playing along with us, definitely download, and if I remember, I'll actually provide a link to the mod. But the Medieval 2 battle system, because it just helps a lot of problems that basically has been in Total War since Empire Total War. Like, your units aren't going to, like, phase through one another. It takes out a lot of the kill moves as necessary things. Like, they're still there, like the whole little cinematic things, if you like to zoom in and watch those little individual battles. But no longer does it give them prioritized safety, so if you have a guy next to him, he won't just magically stop attacking him just because they're having a little random kill animation. You'll have two units actually gang up on one like you would see in Rome Total War and Medieval 2 Total War. Now, actually, I think I'm going to end it here. Since we were already victorious, we'll see the battle results. And that's all the time that I really have. And we will see you all later, you alligators. Bye-bye now.